They don't know it better than you do. You should do same. If I had known it, game changer for me. It's not in the way you think they know you exist. I've made lots of mistakes and I've made lots of amazing decisions that I'm proud of. In this video, I'm going to be giving you those things that I wish I knew earlier that would have shot me forward earlier and faster, but no regrets. We are in our 30s and we are going to pick all these lessons into the 30s. Just make the most of being 30. Number one thing I wish I knew earlier is that everybody is still struggling with something. I never found out about this until my late 20s. Everybody is still struggling for perfection. There is nobody that has it all together. As we grow in life, we keep gaining knowledge. Things that we think were right today will no longer make sense tomorrow. Like, everybody is still struggling with something. They're still struggling with perfection. Nobody is perfect. You respect everybody, but you know that you too have your own take in life. This was something I didn't know earlier. If I had known it, I would have stayed strong on every of my opinion. But because you always feel like, oh, this person knows it better than I do, they don't know it better than you do. They learned it and they got there with time. So everybody is still working towards perfection, and you should do same. Keep moving. Don't sit and admire people and say, oh, their life is so perfect. That's not true. Everybody is still working towards perfection. Nobody has it together. They're all working towards having it together. This was something I wish I knew earlier. It would have changed the game for me. But now that I know it, it's going to change the game for me. This second one follows through with the first one. Stop caring about what people think. I cannot overemphasize about this. This used to be my life. I cared so much. I want to make a video. Oh, what would the next person think? Who cares? Some people are not even watching. They're not even seeing you. And sometimes they are overwhelmed with their own problem that they cannot even notice that you put out something. Even if they know you exist, not in the way you think they know you exist. Sometimes I will sit down with myself and I ask, am I that interested in someone else's business? No. So what makes me think that someone else is that interested in my business? And that has been a game changer for me. I do whatever I need to do to move forward without thinking what anybody thinks. Period. Another thing that I wish I knew earlier is consistency puts you ahead. I struggled so much with this, and this was something I wish I knew earlier. But now that we know it, we're going to move. Consistency puts you ahead. So, have you noticed that, let's just say social media, have you noticed that on social media, a lot of people do not know what they are doing? But because they keep showing up, they are making it. What does that tell you? Once you keep showing up, whatever it is going to move. So consistency is not even perfection. And once you are consistent, you perfect whatever you are doing. Consistency will always put you ahead of every other thing, every other person. Let's be consistent together. In whatsoever field you choose, be consistent, because through consistency, you learn more, you master more, and you just move forward more. I wish I knew this earlier. But now that I know, we're going there. Another thing that I've learned is not everybody who loves you knows how to love you right. This thing is something we struggle with in our 20s. Sometimes we expect people to love us in a certain way. Everybody who loves you, they may genuinely, in their own way, love you, but they may not love you the same way you feel loved. Always know that and have peace. Stop doubting people's love because you feel they are not loving you the way you imagine in your head. That has made me lose friends. So now I'm telling you so you don't make the same mistake as me. Another thing is stop over-explaining yourself. This is me. And when you over-explain, people see through you. They see how empty you are. For you to have power, stop over-explaining yourself. Whatever you think is right is right. It's okay. Yeah. Another thing you should know is how to let go. This is something you should know in your 20s. How to let go of friendship. As you are growing, friends from primary school will likely not fit into your life in secondary school. Your friends from secondary school may likely not fit into your life in the tertiary institution, and they may likely not fit into your life in the long run. So learn to always let go of friendship, especially when it is not serving you. It makes you lighter. People that are no longer thinking in the same direction as you, learn to let go. This one is the most important one to me. Do not mistake being busy for being productive. This one, you are moving from one end to the other, you are doing this, you are doing that, you are doing that. It's not productiveness. I got to know this from being married. When you are at home, you do the house chores, you clean, you are busy all day. If all your busyness is not bringing money, it's not bringing any form of income, it's not bringing any form of fulfillment, it is not productive. Period. Quote me. Do not mistake being busy for being productive. Some people will see you at home, like content creators, people keep seeing you at home. They be like, this person is not productive, because they think you are not busy. So do not mistake being busy. Oh, you are outside every day, you are running around, as being productive, as being a way to success. That is not true. Even do not mistake learning constantly as being productive. Any knowledge you don't use is a waste of time. I used to be in that shoe, constantly learning things, and whenever you are learning, you feel like you are being productive, but you are not applying this knowledge. So any knowledge you cannot apply, stop learning it and start applying. If you have learned something for a period of time, start applying it. That is the only way you can be productive. So don't think in your head that because I'm a busy person, I'm productive. No. So who learns different things. Today I'm learning this, tomorrow I'm learning this, next tomorrow, but I'm not practicing anyone. But in my head, I am very busy, and in my head, that is productive. But any knowledge you don't apply is a waste of time. So I have learned to stop over busying myself and start niching down, holding down something, and applying all that knowledge to become more productive. Another thing is, not all advice are wise advice. Like I said in the beginning of this video, many people are still going through they are going through. It is when you get to this age that you just start looking down on plenty people. A lot of people that you were looking up to, it is when you start clocking 30 that you will know that, oh, these people don't even know as much as they looked like they. That is when you will know that, oh, this person doesn't even know one bit. It doesn't, oh my God. So at that point, you would get to know that not all advice are wise advice, and not all advice are worth taking. Not everybody can advise you, and not all advice are wise advice. Another thing that I wish I knew earlier is that money management is an emotional thing. Money management requires emotional discipline. It's not even about the knowledge. Sometimes to manage money, you have to be truly emotionally disciplined. Like, you have to know how to manage your emotions. Another thing that I wish I knew before now is that you can start over at any age. So sometimes we look at things and we're like, oh, am I not too old for this? That is not true. Start over anytime you realize that, oh, this thing I missed out on it and I want to be in it. You can start at that point. And again, also know that people forget. Yes, people forget. Maybe the internet does not forget, but people forget. Oh yeah, let me ask you something. What cloth did you wear to church 2 Sundays ago? Even if you can manage to picture that, what dress or cloth was your pastor wife wearing 2 Sundays ago? Exactly. That should help you know that don't overthink things. People forget. Do not overthink life. People will forget. It is that day. Just try endure the shame. After today, people will forget. Like, people definitely forget. Forget all this first impression. If you make a bad first impression, when you come back tomorrow with a good fresh impression, that person might have forgotten the bad first impression. So people forget. That is why you will see somebody who used to be very notorious. When they start doing well, people become their friends. So people forget. Always have that at the back of your mind, but not in a bad way, just in a way that motivates you not to stay where you were yesterday. People forget. Good results cover that bad side and people will forget. Another thing that life just recently taught me is that you will at some point meet something that will draw you closer to God. It doesn't have to be bad, it doesn't have to be a traumatic experience, but at some point you will have to meet something, or you may meet something that makes you a lot humble in life, that makes you a lot closer to God. That's just part of life, in my own view, for now, as a 30-year-old. Another thing that I want you to know is that the seed you are planting today in your 20s will be the harvest you will need in your 30s. So the seed I planted in my teens were the harvest I needed for my 20s, and now that my 20s I have planted, it will be the harvest I will need to enjoy in my 30s. So if you are still in your 20s, start planting seeds, start investing, start saving, start doing things that will profit you in the long run. In your 30s, you will start reaping that fruit. If you have not done anything and you are crossing to 30 like me, then this is the perfect time to start planting, because that is the harvest we will need in our 40s and 50s and above. This for this video of what I knew before I turned 30. If there is something you want to add, you can put it down in the comments. What has life taught you in your 20s, and what do you wish you knew before you turned this 30, or before you entered 30? Are you still in your 20s? Let's have this conversation in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching.